Hey everyone, welcome to lesson 3.1. We'll be graphing inequalities today. The objective is that you will be able to graph inequalities. So for inequalities, when you see either parentheses, which are these guys, that means that it is not included. And you use an open dot. So we have interval notation, which is the parenthesis. That means it's not included, and you would use an open dot. You'll see that on the number line. You're going to use that with the less than and greater than symbols on their own. Now, a bracket would mean that it is included. So it means included. And you use a closed dot. And that is going to be for the less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. That means that the number that you're talking about is included in the set. It goes all the way up and including that number. So that's a bracket. If you see a bracket, that's actually going to be next week in about 4 lessons. But just kind of to get your mind primed for that now. It's a bracket and a closed dot. You use that for the less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. And then for the parentheses, again, that's next week. I'm just priming you here. That means not included, and use an open dot, and that is for the less than or greater than. And quite simply, when I say closed dot or open dot, I really mean like a closed dot on the graph is going to be like that, and an open dot is going to be a circle. Let's see some examples, and this will hopefully make some more sense. This would be really, really good to write this down in your notes, okay? You know that you need to use a closed dot, and we're reminded that with these symbols, we use an open dot. It's not included. So we're going to graph inequalities on a number line. So if I say, for instance, that our first inequality, here's our number line. It's so hard to zoom in and not make this crooked. I'm doing this. All right. And because we're in algebra, we are going to be using x still with these, or variables, any variable. So it's a little different than just the inequality eats a bigger number. That was just a review, and I thought it would be really funny to make my baby be a shark and his shark jammies. Just kind of getting us all in the mindset of inequalities here. But we are going to use variables. So for instance, if we say x is less than or equal to 5. That's our inequality, that's our statement, and now we need to be able to graph it. So I'm actually just going to label this guy here. We know how to label our number lines, right? So we've got x, and it's less than or equal to 5. If you flip back at 5, because 5 is included. Now x is less than or equal to that. So we want all the numbers smaller or equal to 5. We also have to color in this arrow here to show that it's going to keep going and going. It's all the numbers less than that. So x is a variable, and it's a symbol that stands for a number of numbers. We learned that way back in Unit 1, I think. That means that we can take any of these numbers and substitute it in, and the statement would be true. For instance, is 4 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes, it's equal to. 3? Yes. 2? Yes. You can do that all the way down, and we can go on and on and on into negative infinity, and it's going to be yes. All of this is included. Is negative 1.5 less than or equal to 5? Sure it is. It includes every real number on this number line because remember there are like tons of itty-bitty numbers in between these numbers that we cannot even see. But we want to show that everything to the left is less than, or that's all included, that x is all of those things. Now, what if we had a new inequality? We'll say x is greater than 1. Now I'm going to number my number line again. So x is greater than 1. We go back, which means we've got an open dot at 1. And x is greater than that. So it's everything that's bigger. And again, we color in the arrow. And we can check it. We can see if this is true or not. Is 2 greater than 1? Yes. Is 3 greater than 1? Yes. Is 4 greater than 1? Yes. Am I annoying in this video? Yes. Okay, check. We're good. Now, we could also flip this around. This is the same if you see it this way. I try not to get lost here or confused. I just want to show you quickly. 1 is less than x. That is the same. Right? 1 is smaller than all of the x's. So you still want to check it. You read it like a sentence. These guys are the same. All right, now let's go kind of backwards. We're going to use this number line to write an inequality from it. And we are going to use a variable. We'll stick with x. So we've got x. We're going to start off with x. And this is going to be a closed dot, which means it's going to either be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, right? Now, we've got x is going to be greater than or equal to 10 because everything that is colored in is bigger than 10. We've got x here and it's included. And then we've got 11, 12, 13, and all of these. That's x is bigger than or greater than 10. The inequality is still, it's eating the bigger number. And right now, number or numbers, because x is standing for all of this fun stuff. All right, so we're again going to start with x. It's an open dot, which means we know it's either going to be less than or greater than, not equal to. 7 is not included. And then we've got all of these numbers that are highlighted or included. And it's getting, these are smaller numbers. So x is going to be less than, and where are we at? 7. It's everything smaller than the 7 is included. And also, something that was helpful to some of my students last year and is a little helpful, this arrow, this less than, it points the same as all of these smaller numbers to the left. And then this arrow over here is greater than, it points the same direction. See the point? And the point, it's to the right. This is just an introduction here to how to represent these inequalities on a number line. All right, am I making you dizzy? I'm sorry. That is all for today. We're going to start solving some inequality-like equations tomorrow for a little preview for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, text me, call me. However you want to get a hold of me, put a private comment on here, and I would love to help you out more if I can. Have a great day.